Good morning, 7:49 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Thursday, October 31st, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So before we go any further, I would like to wish everybody a happy Halloween. It's Halloween here in the United States. Be safe, have fun with your kids, and don't let another year pass you by. Every year we get past, we're a little bit older. You know, we're a little less able to do what we did the year before, especially if we're getting up there in years, and our kids are getting 1 year older every single year. So enjoy it, embrace it, and make the most of the memories. XRP right now, I did my best yesterday, and I even put a warning out in my video. It did horrible yesterday. Apparently nobody wanted to watch it. I said XRP warning drop to 51.6 cents coming. If held, escrow dump rally likely starts. 1 billion XRP drop Friday. That's the worst performing video I've had for a morning update the entire year. It only had 732 views, 93 likes. Likes were horrible. It didn't get pushed through the analytics, not through the algorithm. YouTube did not recommend the video, and many of you did not even see the video. 1,500 of you seen the live from last night, 275 likes. Still not a great ratio, but at least it got pushed through the recommendations. But the fact that so many of you not just were not happy about that update yesterday, I got criticized by a lot of people for saying that it was going to drop. But like I said, you don't have to listen to me. You don't have to even pay attention. I'm going to be very transparent. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen based on the setup. And I was very clear. 51.68 cents was my target. Now it came back, created this what looks like inverse setup unless it breaks back through. Now it's up to us to hold the 518 level roughly. 51.8 looks like we came down as if this is an inverse arm to a W reversal to an inverse right arm. Should pull it up. We're on the escrow dump tonight. I would anticipate some fireworks tonight if I'm being honest. Tonight's the night where I would expect XRP to have some volatility. I would expect XRP to have, with the 1 billion release from the market tomorrow, as Ripple does every single month, they release 1 billion XRP onto the crypto market or into the XRP market. And what ends up happening inevitably is 1 billion gets released. 800 million eventually gets locked back up, and it's locked up until December of 2027. What happens in December of 2027? What do they do with the entirety of those holdings? Nobody knows. It's left to be speculated with Ripple. As we found out yesterday, some of you paid attention to the live. Some of you just jumped to conclusions. We're saying about how I talked about how there was an evolution in the in a lawsuit with Ripple. That's out of California. And if you had watched the live yesterday, you would understand. A lot of people are telling me, Tom, that's not the SEC versus Ripple, the case that's going on with the fine and everything. Oh, I'm aware of that. This is a completely different case out of California. But you would have to pay attention to the actual live and not just, you know. The biggest problem that people have watching my content is they assume, and they don't actually watch what I say. They just, hey, I see a title. I'm going to assume what he's going to say throughout the whole video. And then I'm going to bitch, moan, and piss and moan in the comments just because of what he's saying, which is fine. I like when people piss and moan in the comments. You know why? Because then it allows us to know, you know, what the mentality is. We've got some positive mentality, we've got some negative mentality, we got the victim mentality, but we should have the winner's mentality. There's no victim or negativity here. You've got all the information in front of you, and if you're mad this morning, it's because you didn't realize what was going to happen last night or yesterday morning. If you're mad because XRP came from 52.5 cents to 51.8 right now, you shouldn't be. You should just pay attention about the formations before they end up going to where they're going. It was a very easily identifiable pattern, and it was a very easily identifiable drop last night. Now to be a very easily identifiable, are we going to have that push up? Looks like a small bull flag here this morning. Could be a little reversal here. But if we fall out of this, we know the short target. I've already got it listed, but I will show everybody in real time how we come up with this stuff. So we have the resistance up here all the way down to the support where it even fell through. But you look at it right here is how I looked at this pattern. So then you come over here, and if it were to break through, you could look at the totality of the drop. And this could get you, let's lower this just a little bit because this would be the technical drop point. 49.08 cents. 49.08 cents would be the wider part of this formation. If we were taking it from the shorter part of this formation, we can clone this. because you always want to leave yourself the opportunity of knowing what's going to happen. So if it falls out like this, then you could have that shorter target that I had up there. It's about 499 if it were to hold. But then you look at it logically and you say, well, what if it breaks out? Well, we already know the first target on a breakout. Now the ultimate, let's say it comes out right here. See, that gets you right back up to retest the rising channel. You cannot make that up. You cannot make that up. I can't make it up, nor would I want to make it up. But that's exactly what you can see transpiring here. If you drag this out, this is basically coming back up to retest that area. So it's a very interesting proposition we have here. So, I mean, you're talking about all the way back up to 55.5 cents if in totality. And then, you know, you can see all the way above. If it broke all the way to the top, then you got 56.29. But there's a lot of resistance / support depending on how we look at this. And then if we try to get a little bit of validation here with Bitcoin, we've got Bitcoin at 72,226. There are several targets, but we have hit the first target. We tapped all-time highs around 76,000 or 73,697. And as far as the patterns go, we're in a cup and handle formation. We have a megaphone pattern on the consolidation. And right now, Bitcoin had multiple targets. It hit the first target to tap all-time highs at 73,697. If it continues to play true, then we play off of this mild bull flag that should get us to 78,609. If that continues, you have this short formation. Well, it's the first target at 78,000 would be the narrow part of this megaphone. The wider part of the megaphone could get you up to 86,062 if it plays true. And then in totality, the cup and handle, the depth of the cup would get you up to 115,165 for Bitcoin. But obviously, it has to break every single one of these layers and hold. First layer, 73,697, failed to do it initially. It didn't completely break down, but we need to come up there, push past that, and hold. And then it can open up the door to 78,609. You get the picture. You hold that, then it opens up the picture, or the technical signal to 86,000. And then if it holds that, then you have the all-time target here of the cup and handle that could bring us past 115,000. But there's a lot that needs to be done, and don't just think it's going to happen overnight. My personal thinking for XRP before I let everybody go is that XRP, we have the escrow dump tonight. And if XRP holds this pattern formation, there's no reason why it can't have a bounce out. But remember, if it doesn't hold this, that's where we get dicey. If this doesn't hold, then we start having these technical drop points. First target's 49.96. Our second target's 49.08. And that's depicted, or that's that just is what's showing on the technical pattern. It's a very dicey situation we have this morning. And with the escrow dump coming, are we going to have the familiar pump that we have, you know, the night before or the day of? Or are we just going to have a drop out? That's what I'm waiting for. That's what I want to see transpire. Right now, we're right at the support structure at 51.8 roughly, because if you go up in time, this isn't current time. So pay attention to that level. If it breaks, it could be an issue. If it holds, we should have a rally. And then if it does drop down, we have to pay attention to 49.96 and 49.08 and then see what happens from there. But with the escrow dump coming tomorrow, we're going to have extreme volatility. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. I'm going to leave it with that. If you appreciate my work, please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube will recommend this update. I really need your help. Yesterday, we didn't even get 100 likes in the update in the morning, and it did horrible. And the live, we had almost 300, so it did great. So I really do need your help to hit that like button. If you're watching, just to watch, pay it forward by hitting that like button. Nobody wants to do anything and not have their time rewarded. I want my time rewarded by having a wider viewing audience. We haven't had very many donations this month, so all I really ask for is that like button. If you're looking for a way to trade XRP or crypto, make sure you look in the video description below and our pinned comments. We've got BITUNIX. They have XRP worldwide, including in the USA, no VPN or KYC. And then I'll be buying my Algo, IOTA, and IOTX, and a couple others on there if we do have this eventual drop out for Motivated Mondays, Tempest Tuesdays, Winning Wednesdays, FOMO Fridays, however you want to call it. I am buying on certain days. And then on HOTCOIN, they have VELO, they have the XRP Bitcoin pairing, they have XRP and many others that I'll be using in spot. And they both exchanges you can leverage trade. And if you do it right, you can find the fees appropriately. And on BITUNIX, they're a little bit lower, I'll be honest, on leverage. But every exchange has their own different spot tokens or ecosystem, so you have to be wise. So make sure you get yourself set with the exchanges before the time comes. And then other than that, pay attention to the charts. And if I get the proper response, you'll see me a lot more today. If not, it's Halloween. And, you know, I may not come back for the live. We'll see what happens today. So make sure you hit that like button. If you show me the respect, I show you the respect. Otherwise, I really don't have to be here any more than a 15, 20-minute update in the morning. Do a short, and then the lives I do for all of you. I do all these updates for all of you. If I don't get the proper support, I'll just do this for historical data like I used to. And then, you know, I'll be here more sparingly. So please show me that proper respect. I show you it every single day. I implore you to hit that like button, especially if you want to keep seeing me come around 4 or 5 times a day. It's simply not worth my time if my content's not getting around.